than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. It's taken to the 26. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here we go. Now it's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Again, it's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they let the throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So they are able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a strong run that time as it's across midfield and down to the 43. 11 more on that one and another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. The Ravens at 3-6 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now back to throw. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down. Yeah,
that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. These two teams all tied after 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Burrow. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow on play action. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 28. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here we go. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. After the sack on first down, Burrow throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary, partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Yellow.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4... you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Down.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Blue striker. Black ultra.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On one, ready?
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10,
Right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Scotty Miller
his first touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action with Burrow. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Ready.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Strike. Check. Strike.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On one, ready?
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. On the move past the 40.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed down him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there. As the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make it 17-13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep this time for Miller. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Come on, ready?
From the 22, Burrow. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
That's going to be caught. And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now Burrow. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Mixon is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 1, ready?
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Play action. It's Burrow. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because Those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Here we go.
Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow completes it to Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
On one, ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Chase, complete. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. O.J. Howard from 17 yards out. And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Okay, right?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Striker. 3-3. Hut.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Ten cycles.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
White.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
97.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here we go.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Green Jack.
Back to throw here. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going up top for Miller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
On 2, ready?
Burrow now off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best. But these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles. And a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it.
Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
Ritter will throw for it.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back at 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out of this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Burrow on play action. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Trouble, 38. Steal, check, steal. Set, go. Ready, ready. Hut, hut.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Hey, full fury.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. but he could not pull it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Check, man.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Scotty Miller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.